All right,
Then
guys, welcome back to the Sayin Society. You have myself, Jochik, Justman, and Jagad. This is our movie review of Fantastic Four: First Steps. Um, we came back with another movie review so quickly. Are we back?
I think we're
Are we back?
back.
Eventually,
I think we're
we'll
back.
find out.
I
I
think
think
we're
we're
good.
back, you know.
Until we
Yeah.
go on a hiatus again.
Let's keep the roll. We're keeping it rolling, man.
Yeah.
So,
Um,
do we want to start with rankings or wait, or sorry, out of 10, or do we want to do that at the end?
honestly, I'm good to start with our rankings before the discussion, and I like having another see if our rankings change at the end of the discussion.
Okay, start it off. You got this one.
Let me actually. Okay, I wrote it down. Let me just make sure I don't screw that up. Okay, I have it at a 8 out of 10. I
Okay.
think I think it sits there pretty good. I've been thinking about it. There is potential to move it up.
No, I think eight's pretty fair. I'm not like, at least for right now, I think it's pretty fair. I'm at like a 8.3, 8.4,
8.4.
like
Yeah.
8.3 probably.
Okay.
Point three.
Yo,
It
honestly,
ain't
I
reached
see
that
that. I
point
see
five
that.
yet.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, I see that. I see that. Some people are gonna hate us for this too, like
No,
doing
I don't
point
think
threes, point
so.
fours. But like, no,
Oh,
I
like
agree.
yeah.
I'm for me it's like a 7.
Okay,
That makes sense. That
it
makes
kind of
sense.
makes sense too.
But
Lead the way.
like so my um didn't think the movie was better than Superman.
That's exactly where I was at, where I'm like, I don't think it's better than Superman. My
But
Superman rating was higher, and yours was a
yeah, same,
7.5
same.
or
So
something.
well,
So
mine was 7 and then biasly at 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So my thing was like there was nothing in the movie like Superman had my gripes with the film, right? Like I talked about
yeah,
like my issues with the film, like we had that in the other discussion, right?
yeah,
But with Fantastic Four, I feel like the film itself was solid.
yeah.
It was just very anticlimactic
Very,
in the way that
very.
everything was done. Like the whole like a whole space thing was sick. Like I loved the whole space thing,
Mm-hmm.
right?
That whole sequence in space was
Unreal.
like honestly like 10 out of 10. Like there was nothing wrong with anything that was happening during that, like especially with Silver Surfer and the way that she was like going in and out like phasing through things. And then you had like that
Yeah,
black hole like adventure thing that was happening as well. Like that just looked
which
so
was
sick.
sick. Like it was sick, right? It's just like and I love the era that it was set in. Like the whole
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like the
80s
future.
futuristic retro
Yeah,
thing was
retro
just a
future.
vibe.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
like sick vibe, right? Like it was just like I don't know, they're using like tape recorders and old ass computers, but they have light
Yeah.
travel.
Yeah. No, it's
Like
Yeah.
sick.
somehow, right? Like I don't fucking know how that
The
works, but
world
sure.
that was created was great. Yeah.
Even
But
like
like
Galactus, the way he looked with that
Oh my
initial like when
god.
they first see him, insane. Like I was like,
Proper.
this is like I want to see
he looked
how this builds.
when he first when they first see him sitting, he looked way bigger than how he looked when he was in New York.
No, of course, yeah. I mean, they had to. I think they scaled him down just so they could actually have like a fight scene with him.
Yeah,
Some
with
Galactus also? I don't know if in this interpretation,
he's
but
able to scale down.
isn't he able to scale up and down?
Yeah, that's what I heard
oh,
too.
probably
I've
probably.
heard the same thing.
Uh, the only thing is like what I would have loved more about the film is if we saw their powers more.
Yo, same. I agree. Like, okay, two things that I wanted was more Silver Surfer involvement because like
Yeah.
I really like the way Human Torch was like figuring out like their language and all that stuff. But then it's like, okay, you've already had him like digging into like her past. Like
Mhm.
show us like go deeper. Like show us more. Like maybe have a flashback and like like really show us like
They had
besides
one
like
flashback.
besides the one on like with her at the beach with like that little girl. Like besides that, like give us like that moment of like her planet's about to be destroyed. Like give us like a whole sequence. Like I want to see like a whole thing of like the decision that she made and why she made it and like all that stuff, you know? And then also just like at the end, like she kind of just comes out of nowhere
Yeah.
and then just decides like, hey, I'm just gonna take one for the team instead of
Not
you.
before, but
Yeah.
no, like right at the end.
Yeah, and it's
You
like
know,
it's
'cause it was kind of like, well, he played all those audios, and then she's like, "Oh no, like I really did kill
yeah,
all these people," and
but
I'm like,
it
"Yeah,
felt like
man,
the way that
for
she like sat with
everyone."
all like the way that she just sat with all that, where it's like she
She didn't really.
realizes
You
that
don't see her sit with it though, like
well,
kind of, but not
she
really.
sat with it off screen is the issue. She didn't sit with like we didn't get to see her like kind of go through it and be like, "Yo, what did I actually do? Like, how could I like sentence all these other worlds to death just to protect
Hmm.
mine?" type of thing, you know?
Hmm.
Like I that
The
would have been
like
such a great like thing to see.
the only thing too, other thing is yeah. So I only had those two issues. One was the ending was anticlimactic, like the way
Mm-hmm.
everything was done.
Yeah.
And then I would have loved to see their powers more, but like the argument could be made that it's better than Superman.
It's so neck and neck because like after we had our conversation about Superman, and I actually got a chance to watch it a second time since our last pod. I dropped the rating for Superman down to a 7.7. I don't even think I told you.
Damn.
But I
Damn.
dropped it a full point from where it was. And
Yeah.
then thinking about Fantastic Four, just the vibes, like Superman, like Superman's portrayal is like up here, but then like when you think about the cast of like Fantastic Four, like all of them together, they all just like hit my expectations. And then plus just seeing the way Galactus and Silver Surfer were done, like it was great. The only issue was the third act, but then like with Superman, there's issues like kind of layered throughout the story,
Hmm.
which I was like maybe like so I feel like one's more excusable than the other. Like one just had a bad like third act, and not even that
Yeah.
bad, just certain
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
that were bad. Whereas Superman
Yeah.
had like certain things bad throughout the whole thing.
The
So
other
like
thing too, um, I feel like we didn't get a lot of their characters.
Fantastic Four.
Yeah, like I don't know. For some reason, I felt like we didn't really see a lot into each character.
I
Like
think
it was very surface level, and it was mostly just Sue and Reed.
I feel like Human Torch. We actually got like a lot of development on his
Oh
side.
yeah, yeah, no, he
But like
definitely was
I feel like you didn't
portrayed.
really get to see a lot of his personality. It was more so just told you that this is his
Yeah,
personality.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
kind of
I
true.
mean, like you
I'm,
don't see him,
No, that's
you don't
true.
see him like hitting on girls, and you see him like
he
talk
doesn't
about space
Silver Surfer.
once.
he doesn't need to be hitting on girls though. If that's not
No, hold
their
on. Let me
portrayal,
explain.
like
Let me explain. It is fully this portrayal because he's like we don't see him hitting on girls. We don't see him. We see him talking about space once, and then later on he like fully says like, "Oh yeah, I'm Johnny. I hit on girls and I fucking talk about space."
yeah,
He
and then it's
literally
like
the
and then
character
he's in
himself
love
says
with
that,
like
bro.
Silver Surfer. Yeah, yeah. But what I mean is like we've already seen that iteration of him in like like other Fantastic Four movies. Do we need to
Okay,
like
so now
spend
you have
time and
to,
do that again?
but you can't
You know?
you can't be like, "Oh, I watched the other Fantastic Four movie. That's why
Yeah,
this movie doesn't need it." That's not
Yeah,
how
but
movies work.
that's fair. That's fair. But also like I think him just saying it in the context of this movie, it's enough. Like like the focus on this film was like I like that it was showing of like why did they choose him to be an astronaut, and it wasn't just like in the other movie it's just like okay he's Sue's brother, he's just up there like he's a daredevil, like it
Why
really
did
had
they choose him?
like at least this he's like an astronaut, he's part of their group, and he's like smart.
Is he an astronaut? Is that why they chose him?
Yeah, he was together with the whole squad,
No, are you
and
like
they
I'm
were
asking you? Like, well,
yeah I'm
no,
serious.
you're just like yeah, he's together with the squad.
Yeah, like I mean they show like the I guess like that whole thing of him being in the suit and then them going up whatever like the
Right, but why did
yeah.
they
picture.
pick him
We
to be in
know
the
he
suit?
went up, but I think what he's trying to
We know
ask
he
is like,
went up, but
why
why did
did
he
he
pick
go
him?
up? Why did they pick him to go?
Oh, I'm saying because he's an actual astronaut versus not just some random dude.
Is he though? Can we fact check this, yo?
I mean,
Just some random
It's
dude.
John.
No, because
It's Johnny
I know Ben.
Manaforte.
Like I know Ben was a pilot. Like they picked him because
Yeah,
he was
he
a
was a
pilot.
pilot. Yeah,
Reed and Sue were scientists.
but it looks. I mean, the way that he's deciphering that golden record, like I think odds are he actually was an astronaut or like in like a space field in
I
somewhere.
think that's like for
You know?
us to see that like he shouldn't be downplayed. Like the thought process
Yeah,
is like he's Johnny, so we're gonna downplay his smarts. But then like they give him like the golden record, and like he
yeah,
helps
cause
decipher, or he does decipher it, and that's for us as viewers to kind of see like, hey, look, like this dude's actually like smart. Like he actually
yeah,
belongs in the Fantastic Four alongside all these other smart people.
Yeah.
I never had an issue with Johnny. I thought interpretation was good.
I think he's one of those. He's one of the ones that grew on me because like first I didn't know how I felt about the actor, and then over time, just like seeing, I guess the way that he was like the one person, just seeing how he interacts with Reed, with Sue, and with Ben, like he was kind of like the bread and butter in that way, and like I don't know what you call it. Is it bread and butter? He's the hummus. He's the hummus, and they're dipping in, you know, like
The hummus.
yeah, like because he's a part of each of their lives, like I guess equally in that sense,
I had an
and
issue
like
with
I guess
Reed,
like
man.
With Reed?
Yeah,
my only issue with Reed
maybe
was
I'm
just
not the.
I kept seeing him as Pedro Pascal. I just did not see him as Reed, but it's like he played that like autistic, anxious guy or whatever like pretty well, you know.
Hey, what was your
Anxiety? Is it? Are we getting into
anxiety?
the memes?
Yeah, yeah. What was your gripe with Reed?
For a Fantastic Four that's supposed to be seasoned, like they're
Hmm.
supposed to be
Yeah.
like they're already there, they've
40
done
years
their
deep.
work. Like
Yeah.
you could chop it up to like Galactus is like way out of their league, but like at the end of the day,
Hmm.
like he's supposed to be a Fantastic Four villain, so you should expect everybody to kind of scale up at least to an extent versus Galactus.
Right.
My issue with Reed was I felt like he was useless in the whole movie.
Yeah, I
Other
agree.
than them showing that he's like working on this
You're saying
teleporter thing, and
He
then
you
barely
like
saying
uses
that,
powers.
he barely uses powers. He felt useless. He was just kind of standing there watching, saying shit, but
yeah.
not actually doing anything.
Hmm.
Also,
Hmm.
you know when they stretch him, like I know there's a limitation to how much he can stretch. I just felt like the amount they stretched him was not that long. You know what I
I was
mean?
reading, I was reading on that, and supposedly some people were saying that like he has vulnerability when other people stretch him or some shit, like against his will. I don't know.
Something okay, maybe something with the cells, but I feel like he should be able to adapt pretty quick.
I don't know.
Why can he adapt?
Because he has control over his cell structure, right? So he should be able
Yeah,
to
but somebody's forcing it onto him, bro.
like
He's not gonna do.
if you're pulling like from my arm right here,
He's not
like he
Luffy.
can maybe focus. I mean, shit, should be. But for the Johnny Storm thing, I searched it up. He has a strong scientific background. Even though he's not the primary scientist, he has high level of mechanical and engineering skills.
Okay.
So he is, you know,
Word.
he's in
And
there.
then the other thing was like the other thing was that they didn't really show like Ben's uh like how he was dealing with being the thing. I know he's like seasoned and it's been 4 years, so maybe
Yeah.
he's accepted it.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember in the previous portrayal, it was like a big deal to him, like how he became who he was. And this one, he was kind of like, yeah, it's all good. Like, it's not your fault, bro. It's all good. Like, as in he's accepted it.
Honestly,
But I wanted to see that a little bit.
I agree with both because I like it's been done, and also like show me more of the character of who he is outside of like I'm chapped at who I've become because now we know that they're seasoned. Like it's something that he's had to like get on terms with. It's not something that
Mhm.
like happened like he just got his powers, right? So like it'd be kind of weird if he was still kind of I guess just regretting his life or just like whatever, just being like fuck, like people don't see me like this and that, and like because you see kids running around and like just happy to see him,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, that's
So I
true.
feel like that kind of helps with that. I think the one thing
Yeah.
that was kind of weird is that like with how like I guess with how much they like dove into just like comic nature and just going into like that 60s or 70s vibe. It was weird that he didn't want to say clobbering time. I feel like this is like the type of movie that like it'd be okay for him to just say it as part of the movie. Like it wouldn't feel weird. It wouldn't feel out of place. I don't know if you guys felt that.
I didn't feel that way. It was just like
Yeah,
kind of whatever.
it's a little thing, and but, like just the way that Johnny had to like really push for it.
Adds a comedic effect, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's not in like neither here nor there. Like that's whatever.
yeah. It's a nice to have. That's what it is. The biggest issue for me was the Sue Storm
Dying.
dying, and then
Yeah.
Franklin. As soon as she died, I was like, "There's no way they're starting this
No,
with
obviously
Bro,
somebody
not. That
dying.
was
Like
no,
so
no, but
Franklin's
obvious.
gonna bring her back." Like it
That
was
was
just
so
here's
like,
the thing.
obvious.
Here's the thing. Why I feel like introducing Franklin already is insane. Like he's a fucking Omega level mutant. Like, what are you
Yeah, I don't
doing?
know.
Now it's just
I
Kind
like I
of.
genuinely have zero. Moving forward, I don't give a fuck. Like, there's no villain that they're gonna have pull up that's gonna be able to beat Franklin.
Well, he's gonna. The thing is, like, they're probably gonna
Like,
keep
the
him as a
danger's gone.
baby
They
for.
effectively introduced Beerus.
They're gonna keep him as like a baby for a while. So I think
well,
like
he's already a
What
toddler
do you
at the
mean?
end of the movie.
He's already a toddler, bro.
yeah, okay, but what I mean is like he won't have full control over his powers, and because of that, maybe he'll be like susceptible, like the way we saw Doctor Doom at the end.
Hmm.
Maybe other people are gonna be able to like take advantage of his powers because he doesn't really know like what he wants or what the like who he wants to be yet. So like he's very impressionable essentially.
Okay.
So I feel like it opens up like a decent amount of which way to take the story, and like the only one thing is like you're right, like it's more like they introduced Whis instead of like Beerus because like anytime like the stakes get too crazy, they can just bring Franklin in and
Just
just
throw
be like, oh,
Franklin
like
at it.
Yeah,
you know,
that's what I
like
mean. Like, they introduced like a basically like the
It's a trump card.
it's a
yeah,
yeah, it's a trump card, and
yeah.
all of like the suspense or any like
It's gone.
oh like it's all gone. Like, there's no like oh, you know what I mean.
Dep-
And the other thing, this is like
Depends how
a
they use it. You know what I
this is
mean?
also like very minor. Um, you know when he's teleporting the egg like across the room and
Oh
shit.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay, I don't know why while I'm watching the movie, I expected him to check on the egg to see if the inside of the egg changed.
Yo, honestly, yo,
Who?
when he first did it, I was like, are you gonna crack open the egg and show us like the yolk and stuff
Yeah,
and see
like
what
is
it
it
looks
the
like?
exact same? Did it get deformed? Did anything fucking happen? No, doesn't even check that.
Yeah,
He's like, "Yo, egg's all good." I'm like, "What do you
that's
mean? You're about to
crazy.
fucking transport an entire planet? Everyone could just die, and you're like,
Yeah,
fucking egg's all good. Like, don't even have to check the
yeah.
inside."
That's a gigantic step to take of just like from an egg to the world as well.
No, fully.
With nothing to back up like the in between. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
I think
it's
yeah,
that's
just
yeah.
that's like his whole
And
thing though. Is like where it was like he had nothing else, so he had to take a giant leap there.
but he's like he's Reed Richards, right? He's supposed to be like
so
super smart. So it's
I
It's
like
also,
Galactus, bro.
but like, who are they fighting for these last 4 years?
The
oh I don't know.
monkeys and shit.
No,
Regular
but it's
shit.
like it felt like they were just fighting people that had gadgets. Like, they weren't fighting any superpowered people.
Oh maybe not, yeah. I don't know. It doesn't like they didn't really set up
Well,
the
wouldn't
world or show
wasn't
that
the
there was any
wasn't the
like
monkey
metahumans.
superpowered?
No, it was a guy that was controlling monkeys.
Oh,
They don't show any
That's
metahumans, and
what
I
I'm
think
saying.
it would have been cool to see like a montage of like them fighting
Like, even the
metahumans.
mole guy was just a guy
Yeah,
fucking lived underground.
that they're friends with afterwards, anyways.
yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe that's why they weren't ready for Galactus and Reed's not up to par.
Again, even like the thing, like I liked them adding his whole cooking aspect to him because he
Yeah,
like was
that's like
into
from what I've heard, that's like from the comics.
yeah,
Like
which
he's
is sick because it adds like a delicate aspect to his rough nature. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
But like even then, like it felt like they were all doing a whole lot of nothing, and only Johnny and Sue really just did the
Yeah,
bulk of
for
everything.
sure, 100%.
yeah. I think well, the thing's not that strong. Like if especially if you're gonna compare like Galactus, like the thing's not
Oh
really
yeah,
doing
all he did was throw cars at him, which
like
did
he's weaker.
nothing.
Yo, yeah, like when he
What
chucked
the
that
fuck?
truck, that oil tank, like whatever, I was
Yeah,
just like, yo, that's
like
not doing
we didn't
shit
even
to
see.
Galactus. That's fucking
Like,
hilarious.
I
He
thought
threw a
Johnny
Hot
could go
Wheels car.
harder or something. You know what I mean? Like Supernova or some shit. You know?
Yeah, I definitely think the powers were scaled down, and like their powers were more interesting earlier on in the film, and then they didn't really expand on what they could do with their powers later.
Like I guess like from a like writing standpoint, it's a third Fantastic Four film, right? So they're assuming that people already know their powers and how they
Mm,
work. Fourth? Okay, I meant like a third adaptation, not like fourth.
Oh,
Like, do you know what I
okay.
mean? Yeah, yeah, yeah. So like
technically, we've already seen Galactus and Silver Surfer live
we
action
have,
too.
yeah, yeah, we have, and like,
I just watched that one actually right after.
and you think that
Just
one's
like
better?
Hell
Jessica
no.
Alba.
I yo, I
Okay,
like
buddy.
I
What?
I actually okay, I really like that one just because like Human Torch is like one of my favorite characters from Fantastic like or just in general just from Marvel like he's like
Why?
He's up there. I just
Why?
always loved him,
Coolie
man.
eyes, coolie eyes.
Back when I used to play the Silver Surfer, like Rise of Silver Surfer, like Xbox
Right.
360
But
game and
what?
stuff, like he was just
Yeah,
my
yeah,
guy.
yeah. But like, did you like his personality or you just liked his powers?
Personality.
Both. Both.
I feel like his personality wasn't as much in this movie than it was in the first one, like the other one.
Yeah, like and also like in the Silver Surfer, like the first Silver Surfer adaptation, they have him get all the powers, which is fucking sick. Like I don't know if you remember, but like when he
I
touches
do.
Silver Surfer, it
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it warps like the way his like powers work and stuff, and then it starts
Mhm.
like overheating him, and then it turns off his powers, like all that stuff. And then at the end of the movie, he's like, "Screw it all, you guys give me your powers," and then he's like,
Yeah, yeah.
"This wombo combo like beast." So like maybe that had something to do with it. I also like the portrayal of like what is it like the Norin Rad? Is that his name?
Yeah. Instead of
The guy version?
Shal
Shalabal.
Shalabal.
Yeah.
Shallow.
I think you have that scene of when he's chasing him and like he's coming out of the building and he's just like this and he just looks so sick. And then he
Mhm.
chokes him in space and you're just like, damn. Like there's some sauce to that. Whereas
I
this
liked
one, like
Herbie. I liked Herbie. Herbie was
Oh,
sick.
Herbie was a great
legend.
addition. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have any issue with like just the girl Silver Surfer. Like I know some people might have issues with that, but it's like no,
Nah,
like
I didn't care.
they both
I
work. They both
also
work.
the,
And like the
the
CGI on her was amazing. Like everything looked
Mm-hmm.
great. Like she's just
she
amazing.
was, I don't know, her CGI was sometimes off-putting for me. Like I was watching it, I was like, yo, she doesn't look like something's out of place. I
What
just
do you mean?
ignored it because I was like, I don't know. It just felt like she was out of place with her CGI.
No,
Yeah, I
I
don't know.
loved everything. I like every time they showed her on screen, I was like it just seemed like they were putting in all the works and it was just solid.
Mhm.
Do you guys like the
Um,
suits?
the
Yeah,
suits?
I like
Yeah,
the suit.
yeah, I liked the suits, even though they weren't in the movie as much.
Yeah, that's my thing too.
Yeah, I like the
Suit.
color. I like the whole like setup and everything. Um, I didn't get like how they're
The one thing I
like
don't like about the suits is
yeah,
how
go ahead.
Reed's like the only one without the white top. It felt like it just like makes no sense to have him be the one different one. I know he's the leader or whatever, but like I feel like he's the one guy where you would want the white because he's supposed to have like white streaks in his hair and it just goes
Hmm.
well with
Hmm.
him.
Mm.
But and maybe have the other people without the white instead.
Would you guys want something more with black? I've seen a lot of people online saying that they actually want
Mm.
this
Yeah,
version.
Black would
Dude,
have been sick.
I've seen people do edits and change the white to black.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
but
supposedly they
honest,
also shot some scenes in like a black and blue suit. So
honestly,
some people have been like, "Yo, I want a director's cut."
I think the white works with just how everything like the space age vibe of everything else.
I agree.
It just
Yeah,
it ties
yeah,
it
yeah.
more together. Like the black would have just felt like misplaced.
I I agree too. The other thing I wanted to touch on was like, how did they do their light speed? Like, obviously they used a wormhole to like
Oh yeah.
um jump through space and stuff, right? But I thought it was because their spaceship attached to like the other,
Yeah,
like they docked with the other spaceship part, and they were able to light speed jump because of that.
that's what I thought too.
But then they leave the dock, and then they like that's how they trap her in the black hole for like a month, and then they jump without it. So I was like,
I,
what was the point of that thing?
I don't know if they jumped though,
No,
right? Because they said that they were
no,
gone for 3 months.
they were jumping with it, and then they turned invisible mid like thing, and then like got rid of that, like
Well,
undocked mid like
during the
warp
black
or
hole
some shit.
scene, right?
Yeah, what
Yeah.
happens is like you have because she's following them,
Oh,
right? So Sue turns them invis.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
she's following them, and then
right.
she's like looking, she's like, where is it? Where is it? And then she looks and she sees like what she thinks is them, but it's just the outer layer of the ship, right? And then
No,
she
but
gets sucked into the black hole,
I don't
and
know
then
if like
they do the
physics.
little they do like the
Yeah,
slingshot thing
yeah.
because they're like
That's
we
what
need
I
to
thought.
hit a certain speed before we can like
That's what
light
I
speed
thought.
jump
Yeah. I thought
that's how they
I
made
thought
it
they
back.
hit the I thought they used the black hole to create speed to do the
enough
jump
speed
or
to
something.
jump.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
Well,
I
Because
don't know.
Okay.
but you're right. They did take 3 months. Like it was months before they came back from
Yeah,
this
they
expedition.
said welcome back. It's been like 3 months or something. The
Yeah,
Fantastic
at
Four
least
But
a
came
month.
back.
also,
At least a
like,
month.
okay, so
However many
how
months.
pregnant was Sue? Like, I thought she was like just pregnant, and then all of a sudden she had Richard. Sorry,
Well,
Reed, or what's his name? Fuck.
no, Richard Reed. It's Franklin.
My bad.
um, I think whatever Galactus did to them when he was like inspecting it might have like transitioned faster, but also
Yeah,
like
he did some shit,
we
right? Like
yeah,
Yeah,
where like he like induced
the
but also
pregnancy.
the
delivery
passage
of
of
it.
time because they used the black hole. The passage of time like was more dense or whatever, right?
Slowed down.
Yeah.
It slowed down. Time slowed down.
That's why it took her a month to
Yeah,
get
it
out of
slowed
there.
down. Yeah.
What's your argument?
No, that doesn't make sense.
I think Galactus just induced it. I think
Yeah.
that's our
I
simplest
think
because like
that's
it
what I was
was right
thinking
when
too.
he does something to her that like she goes into labor. So he definitely induced it.
Hmm.
But also, it's kind of crazy giving birth to like I know Franklin's a beast, but giving birth to a baby in
In
space
space is
and then
fucked.
having
That
him
is,
like
yo, that
having him be
whole
affected
thing.
by like the G forces of like getting
It
back
that
onto Earth is
everything,
like
bro. No,
is just insane.
her being pregnant and going up into space is fucked. Like no one was
Yeah.
against it. No one was like,
Yeah.
stay
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Like just
Yeah.
come into space, have
Yeah.
the effects of being in space on a newborn, like all good. Like what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Definitely. I would have been like, yo,
Yeah,
sit back, like relax, we got this.
Yeah.
I think it was
I feel like that would have added to their defeat too.
I feel like
yeah.
that I feel like was bad writing because I'm like
That was
because I literally was like I'm like yo I'm thinking while I'm watching the movie I'm like bro you know what we'll have a fucking mom on the podcast and ask her would you ever fucking do that I'd be like no mother would ever fucking do that
No,
like
I'm
I think they
I'm
definitely
also
could have wrote it in a way where like Galactus already knew of Franklin, like Sue, like
yeah,
the
yeah
Fantastic
and,
Four and Sue, and then
and
like
that's why
she
he
yeah
kept
doesn't
her.
go, but like he's like if you hand over your kid, and then like
yeah
when they
yeah
lose, obviously they say no, they lose. It adds to the
yeah
ending when the Fantastic Four are all together. You know what I
yeah
mean? So they
fully
lost
Yeah.
fully
without
fully,
it.
fully.
Like they need all four to win type shit.
Hmm.
Mhm.
The other
Here,
thing too what were we
Okay.
gonna say John
well, I was gonna say with the post-credit scene of Thunderbolts when they show the Fantastic Four
Oh, the
like
ship, yeah.
ship coming out, I was under the assumption that like because like okay, they have to do a lot of setup in Doomsday to really get like kickstart that like storyline. And like I thought they would be able to like take a little bit of that in Fantastic Four to like
100%.
just take a little bit of that burden so it's not all just like jam packed into one
I
I
mean
thought
they
movie.
I
did
thought one of the
kind
end
of
credit scenes would cover kind of what happens between that and like the ship and
Well,
Thunderbolts.
I also just expected them to lose. Like I 100%
Oh
thought
yeah, I
that
also
like
did think that.
whatever like Galactus was gonna do was gonna like murk out the whole planet, but repercussions were gonna like and get these guys sent over to that other like he's gonna do his egg teleporting thing. Turns out it ends up fucking sending them to another universe or some shit.
Yeah.
that's what I
You
thought
know
was
what I
gonna happen
mean?
too I was like oh yeah it's gonna
Like
transition them to another multiverse and that's how they get
yeah.
introduced into the main
Yeah.
Marvel
And I was like,
storyline
that makes sense. And I was like, okay, like that
yeah
and then maybe Doom or whatever like comes along with it. But now it's like, hey, like now they have to
But
start that setup in the beginning of Doomsday
but now
to
our
figure
well I
out how
mean
assumption that Doom is from that universe too, right?
yeah,
Same
yeah. Well,
universe.
I
yeah,
liked how in the beginning of the
that's true.
movie they're like kind of showing how they're like doing political shit, talking to like all the world leaders, and then you see Latvia's not there. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
it's yeah, the country that Doom runs. So I was like, okay, that's a nice hint.
That's sick.
We can also assume though that like if Franklin's comfortable with Doom at the end of the movie, like to like be touching his face, that like they are like the Fantastic Four and Doom at that point have already interacted, right?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
probably you know what he's probably gonna do, man. It's probably some bullshit where he's gonna be like become friends with Franklin. He's like, yo, Franklin, you want to see another mommy? He's like, yeah. Here, let's go to another
Well,
fucking
that's what I was gonna
universe.
say. I was gonna say
Like
that
some
Doom's
stupid
gonna
ass
use
shit like
Franklin's
that
powers to like hop
Go, yeah,
universes,
hop
and
universes.
they're gonna have to follow because that's
to
like their
go get
issue.
Franklin. That's gonna be the stupidest shit ever. And then if that movie's about them trying to rescue their child again,
I mean, it might be that might be
Well,
how it
supposedly
starts,
he
but like
Reed's not like he's not like a lead in the movie. Like he's obviously like
I heard the
or
opposite.
no,
I heard
he's
he
a
was like the
lead, but he's not a
leader.
main character, something like that.
I heard he like took that he's taking that new like I guess mantle of like leader from like Iron Man and Captain America
No
for the
way,
next
huh?
movie. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I'm also hearing that like Doom is using like I guess he's manipulating the Avengers to fight the X-Men as well.
Oh yeah, I've seen
Like
that
it's
too.
That'd be
yeah.
sick, but they're not gonna do that.
Well,
I think it
I
makes
think
the
that I
most
think that's
sense.
how I think that's how the comic's supposed to go.
I
Mhm.
fucking saw like a pretty cool theory. I don't remember exactly, but like the using Robert Downey Jr.'s likeness like as Doom. So like he's playing
Mhm.
as like Robert Downey Jr. But then at the end of Doomsday, like his face goes back to like the
Actual
fucked up
Doom.
face.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I kind of like that. Like if we're doing Doom, don't make him like actually look like Robert Downey Jr. Like if
He
yeah.
we're
looks
like
slightly
for
different.
Secret Wars, like if we're do it during Doomsday, but then have a reason behind it. Like he's using
Yeah.
likeness, and then at the end, like it melts away, and it's just his ugly ass face.
Like he's scarred, and that's why he has the mask on. It's not
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
yeah, yeah. That makes sense. Who's your guys' favorite character portrayal out of these guys?
Johnny probably or the thing.
Okay, I think I had Johnny as well.
Mm, I like Sue.
Yeah. Okay. No, okay. Oh, I think they did Sue really well. That's actually kind of
But
tough.
my only like my issue is that she fucking pushed Galactus for like 10 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that
Like,
was
bro, I
I've
get
been
it. No, no,
seeing
I get the
that.
whole thing of her sacrificing her life, right? And she's like using all her life force to push Galactus.
Yeah,
But there's no way she's pushing him from one end of New York to the other side of New York. Like, are you kidding me? Like, have her push him closer to the gate, not from like so far away. Like, it was just a whole sequence of her just pushing,
Pushing him,
and
yeah.
everyone else just being side characters, and she's just going like this the entire time. And I'm
yeah.
like,
It
okay,
took a. It would have
like
been nice if she was pushing him, and then you had everyone else to like actually join in, not just
they
like
did, they did
the
kind of
kind
like
of not
kind of,
really. Like you had them breaking down pillars of a building that Galactus was holding on to, but I mean like
yeah.
maybe have like you know how before Human Torch you had him take the thing from like the atmosphere, bring him down and hit Galactus,
Mm-hmm.
Which did
do some
nothing.
which did nothing, yeah, but save that for when Sue's pushing him and needs a little bit of help, and then have them like do that same cannonball thing, and then
Or
you
I
can
was thinking, bro, I was thinking like Reed literally can wrap around his legs and fucking trip him.
that too, and then also I
Star
was saying
Wars.
you could use Reed as a slingshot and just fucking
Use the
cannonball.
thing, yeah.
That's the thing,
Yeah,
like their powers were not explored a lot in this film, and the
yeah. Like
only ones whose powers were
I
kind of
want to see
explored the
the
most were Sue's.
I want to see that wombo combo of them because like the whole point of them like the four of them for them to be able to take something on like Galactus, they gotta all
Mhm.
be working together, and I want to see like against all odds, like
I
how are they
like
working together to do something like this, you know?
I liked their family dynamic, like how they made the whole like thing about like family first, right? Like I
Yeah.
like that about the film, and like how it's like right, it was like it was a moral question, right? You give up your son to save the
Yeah.
earth,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then I
Yeah,
also liked how well Sue knew Reed. Like
yeah,
there was no guessing. Like she's fully like, hey, I know exactly what you're thinking because they're
Yeah.
like
husband and
they've
wife.
been
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I
together,
Yeah.
mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like all their relationships were so like solidified, and like the
Oh
vibes
yeah.
that you got were just like
Mhm.
It was
solid.
good.
Like
Yeah.
it was honestly like a lack of like I want to say like action and like an exploration of like the story beyond their family like stuff,
Yeah.
you know?
How do you guys feel of Galactus being the villain for the first movie?
Uh,
I think it was too soon to have him as a villain, but it makes sense because they can't waste movies. You know what I mean? And not have him. Like they gotta like
I'm not
somehow fit him in into like the whole Marvel timeline. You know?
I'm a pretty big Silver Surfer fan, so like I was just like, yo, Silver Surfer, yeah, I'm down. Like that's it. Like it was just like I would have liked Doctor Doom just so again, so we can segue into Doomsday, knowing
Mm-hmm.
that's next.
That would have been
But
nice, but
as soon as I heard it was Galactus, I honestly just thought that like Galactus was actually gonna win. And I would have been like if
same.
Galactus won, I'd buy this movie.
I think I didn't mind Galactus being the villain. My issue is maybe I feel like this is probably like a lot more personal of an issue. I know that he's supposed to be like a Fantastic Four villain, blah blah blah, but
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
the actor is so fucking good. They made him look so fucking sick on screen. I
You
wouldn't
wanted an
mind his
Avengers.
return as like an Avengers villain. Like one
Yeah,
movie,
Yeah.
yeah.
just like fucking
Honestly,
give him
but
like
they
this
can.
the light that he deserves, like
Mhm.
more screen time, etc. Like I
Yeah,
want to
more.
see it. Like he,
Yeah,
fuck, it was sick. Felt like a little wasted in this
honestly.
movie. That was my like issue.
Well, the way they sent him to like the edge of the universe or wherever they sent him, I can see them bringing him back
Oh yeah,
and like
no,
having him come back with like a whole like he's got his prep time.
but
You know, he's gonna have like years to figure out like how to get back without his ship and
yeah,
everything, and just like
even more so
you
to
know,
your point there. Then like it's like if we're doing a thing where like Galactus might return again, especially if like the Fantastic Four are leaving their universe to go to 616,
yeah,
it would have been pretty cool to see the Fantastic Four lose in this first movie and Galactus
yeah,
eats Earth or whatever, and
yeah.
like they have to escape or something. Like, I don't know, some shit. And then that's where like Galactus returns again because he really fucking wants Franklin or some shit. I don't know. Like, it would have been sick.
I
I
think I
yeah.
think like it's not it's not in their character to just leave the Earth to
But
be
if
doomed.
you lose, no, no,
It
I
would
mean if
be
you lose, and then it's like, what do we do? You
no, like
know?
I agree with that. I think it's more so his egg thing malfunctions because the way you had Silver Surfer destroying, like going around the Earth destroying the connection things, whatever they're
Yeah.
called. Like you can have it malfunction where they just end up getting transported and then the Earth remains and just gets destroyed. Like you
Galactus
can
wins though, right? Like, yeah.
you can write that in a way where Galactus still wins, and then when he does show up the next time, it's like, oh fuck, this guy's a threat. We need everyone here, you know?
Yeah. No facts. Because like that's
Yeah,
where
I
like
agree
I
with
think
that.
at the ending it's like lackluster too, is because like he's such a fucking strong villain,
Yeah.
and the ending it's just like them technically still incapable to fucking beat Galactus. They just kind of like
Mhm.
delayed the inevitable.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of tough because like you have this movie like I guess like about like family and like surviving and stuff. It's like what do you want the end message to be, or do you want like a story that's gonna build up for like later? Like they gotta kind of figure out like what they're gonna prioritize.
But I think a good balance would be to write it in a way where like you could do both. I feel like right now it picked more like an actual
Yeah,
message or something like the meaning, not really focused on the future. Like if we're talking about like if we're
Mhm.
scaling them, like there, it's definitely a lot more
yeah,
weight on one side versus the other. Because
yeah,
definitely could have wrote, like, I know that like Doomsday has been like changing, like it's ever changing, but
yeah.
to even write this movie in a little bit a different way, where even if it's just a post credit scene, more than what we got with like Franklin touching fucking Doom's face, that
Yeah,
sets up like the Doomsday, or sets up like what we saw at the end of Thunderbolts. Like that's what I mean about like also future
yeah,
proofing what's going on.
The other thing, yeah, no, that makes sense. Like I would have agreed with that too. Future proofing
yeah.
the film. Yeah. The other thing I want to talk about was like the scene. If you can pull it up of him looking at the Statue of Liberty.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
just
you talking
pull
about
up the
like
scene or the picture.
IMAX versus regular?
What?
Have you seen that? The
No.
difference between IMAX versus regular?
What's the difference?
Like just how
Well,
like so like
IMAX, you there's like there's so
you
much
see
cut
so
off
much more. You
in,
see so much more. It's
yeah,
insane. Like
like something like this. Like, you want to see this?
What was the other scene where it's like the Statue of Liberty and then him in the back?
it's one where you see like a big like it's like the big scaled shot and you see like up to his torso, I think. Is that are you talking about that one?
No,
Yeah.
which one are you talking about?
I think he's
It's
talking
in
about
the
the IMAX one. I
yeah.
think he's talking
Is it
about
the
the
IMAX
IMAX.
one? Probably,
Yeah.
maybe it's the IMAX one. I didn't even realize there was a difference.
But what about that shot though? I don't know.
You
I
mean
thought he was
the
gonna destroy the Statue of Liberty. I looked. He like, why? What was the point of that shot? Like, I was like, oh, he's gonna
Yo,
destroy the Statue of Liberty.
I think there was something like there's something to like
It's like uh
I know what you're talking about. Like he actually takes like a little bit of time to look at the
like
Statue of
look at the
Liberty.
Statue of Liberty and then he decides not to
Oh,
do anything. So I had seen online people were saying that the Statue of Liberty is like a cosmic giant called
Hmm.
Lady Liberty, and he sensed
oh,
cosmic energy in the Statue of Liberty, and he was trying to see if
Um,
she was gonna react to him.
okay. Honestly, that'd be really cool. I honestly thought of it as like, you know how like the Silver Surfer is like, I'm like bringing you to an end. Like this is kind of like find your loved ones and like spend whatever
Right,
precious time
right,
you have
right.
left. Like that, like
Mhm.
just the way that they think about life and whatever. I thought
Yeah.
he was looking at like the Statue of Liberty, like this is what they think is like their freedom, but like I'm gonna give them true freedom type of thing. Like it's like just showing that like he's looking down at what they think is freedom, and then
Mhm.
like, you know what I mean? Like I thought I was
I
playing
kn
into something like that.
I knew they weren't gonna that one. I was looking at that one. Yeah, that's the
Okay,
Yeah.
image.
I'll show it on screen in a
So
second.
those red lines are where the regular screens are, and then that's the IMAX, which is
Yeah,
like
so
such a big
this is what
difference.
we saw between the red lines, but the IMAX is like everything else. So like that's insane. How much was cut off?
But look how big he looks there, and then they're fighting him.
Yeah.
Like, how you fighting that, bro?
I don't
Like,
know. He's the
But
size
Sue
of a
Storm
building.
is strong though. Like like you would say she's strong enough to
oh,
force him like that, like at least in the comics or something, or no?
I guess.
Yeah, she's a really
She's
strong
a
man.
beast,
No,
right? Okay, yeah,
Yeah, she is
that's
strong. She is strong.
I think they could have used her powers in like different ways. It would have been really cool if she was turning like Human Torch, the thing, or like Reed invisible while they're doing whatever they're doing, and you could see how that's like screwing with Galactus. Like there's so like they really
There's so
the
didn't.
many things they could have done.
creativity
Look,
with like
they
what you're doing with the powers and like how you're fighting the guy, right?
Yeah,
Like yeah,
couldn't they have like I don't know. Couldn't they have Human Torch go inside Galactus, burn him up, and then come outside?
oh, I don't know.
Galactus just
I
eats
don't know
him.
if like
Hmm?
Galactus is pretty beast. I don't even know if that would like actually do anything to
What
him.
his insides not burn?
I don't even know if he's like a
He hasn't
Isn't
been
he like
eating
god.
stars.
injecting
He's been
himself with like
eating.
fucking
Dude,
lava?
if he's eating planets, like I don't even know if you'd be able to do
He's not eating
anything.
stars though. Why is he eating planets and not
Yeah,
stars?
but Human Torch is not like at that level yet. He's so scaled
True.
down.
Well, when
But you
he's
know what I
on
mean?
his
Like he's
ship, he's
not.
like injecting himself with some fucking lava stuff, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
molten.
And then like the lava was like leaking out his back and shit. But it's like Human Torch briefly blinded him right in his eyes, so you know he's susceptible to heat,
Yeah, I mean,
right? So it's like
Oh yeah,
put a
that's true.
fireball up his nose on his taste buds. You know what I mean? Like
Do you,
fucking that's hot sauce, bro. He's not
are you
getting
guys
fucked up.
like speaking of like kind of vulnerability that kind of reminded me? Do you guys are you guys okay with like the amount of backstory we got with Galactus?
Which was
Nothing.
cause no, cause there's
not
a cause,
getting
no,
any backstory.
cause there's a whole thing of like, cause he does talk about how he used to be a man and then he became like what he became, and they talk
Yeah,
about it,
But
but
it's
they
really
just gloss
quick.
over it. They
Yeah,
just
it's
yeah.
gloss
glossed
It's
over.
not.
over like
Yeah,
No, we
crazy.
didn't get shit. We didn't get shit.
I've heard like the
As
origin of
far as
Galactus, of like how his actual like how he actually becomes Galactus is like really sick, and
It's
like that
as
would have
really
been
far as
really
cool.
cool.
like
Even
as
more.
far as like villains go,
Yeah.
what were you gonna say?
No, no, go.
Okay, as far as villains go, like Lex was a way better villain than Galactus was in this film.
Yeah, but I think I like the visual effects and like
The way he
as much as they
looked.
didn't really show the powers and stuff, I really liked what they did on this film more than Superman.
Mm-hmm. Like, well, like the message was nice. Superman's was nice too, though. Superman's was more like, I guess it was more of like a, like I said in the film, like it was obviously a political commentary on what's happening in the world, but it was also just like he was just a good person trying to do good things, you know?
Human.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still biased towards Superman. Like, I'm still gonna
'Cause
have
I
Superman.
didn't think like the switch up. Here's the thing, right? Like people were switching up on the Fantastic Four because they're like, yeah, just sacrifice your kid, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they're like the only protectors of the world, and you're like, bro, like, okay, now you switched up on them, right? Like there was cults forming of Galactus or whatever, and they made one speech, and that was enough to be like, you know what, yo, we're all good, man. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we all work
Teleport us
together, man.
to
One
the end of the
speech, bro,
universe.
that's it. Like all good, you
Just
know?
teleport us.
Like,
They were already built to be like heroes though, because
no,
they
I
don't have
know.
the Avengers and stuff. These guys are like the only people this Earth
And
has.
that's what I'm saying. Who are they fighting?
I don't know who they're fighting, man.
I guess
You know
nothing
what I
like
Like,
mean?
too
Like,
crazy. Like they don't have like a
like if
Thanos probably. Galactus is like
right, but
Thanos.
if if the Earth's dying, bro, assemble every bad guy you ever
Maybe they
warped.
had
Have
a
them help
Skrull
you.
Oh yeah, I
invasion.
see what you're saying.
They could have
Yeah,
done they could have done
like
Skrull invasion or something. They could have done a lot of
no,
different
I see what
things.
Jacek's saying. Like if like the
Yeah,
world is about to end, you'd kind of put enemies like you're not enemies anymore. You guys are fighting for the
yeah,
same cause. Like it's
exactly,
you know,
exactly. So
Yeah,
no
like
which
one
they
they were
kind
fighting
of
was
did with the mole man, but that was it. It was just
yeah,
one guy.
that
yeah.
was it, and that's what I mean. I think all of their villains were just regular humans, which like maybe required one of them, not all four of them.
It's kind of
Nah,
crazy that like this movie and Superman were both movies where like we kind of just got plopped into like the middle of
oh
their
yeah,
life,
Yeah,
and it just and they both kind of have issues with building the world prior to like what happens in the story. Like
which
not
one
that it
do you
was
think
needed,
did
just
better?
which did it better.
Yeah, I think personally, I'll take Fantastic Four
as better than Superman.
in terms of like
Yeah,
plopping you into a
yeah.
universe that like is our like pre-existing.
Yeah, I also would agree with that. I would
I
also
think
agree with that.
I think Superman like I did feel like how fast the pacing was, whereas in this it didn't feel like that. Like it just felt you're part of their journey, and like the stuff that they had that little like just because they had that intro where they had the television host thing, and they briefly just went over like their powers and like how they got them, and
That was a cool way to do it, though.
and
That was a creative way to do
that
it.
was a quick like 2 minute intro thing where it was just like you got everything you needed to know out of that. Right?
Hmm.
Like they lacked a little bit sure on like the villains and stuff, but like they did so much right there. Whereas like Superman, all we got was like the line of text, and then they just kind of
Yeah,
went into it, and they didn't really explain like they didn't explain much, right? Like we don't even know
that's
like
'cause
how they
I
know
think
about
who's
kryptonite or like
who's
anything.
more okay, but like
Oh
that
yeah,
comes
they
down to
kind of
who's
gloss
more of a
over it, but
household
yeah.
name.
Sorry, say again.
Right? That comes down to who's more of a household name. How many people know Fantastic Four? How many people know Superman? More, I
More people
would
know
fuck
Superman.
more people know
Yeah,
Superman, and there's
way
been
more.
more Superman movies, so you don't need as much context when you're making like the 10th Superman movie.
That's
Kind
true.
of, but there's
You know
the
what I
thing
mean?
is, no, either
It's
way, there's different new fans always, and they're always catering to like the younger generation,
Hmm.
and those people haven't necessarily seen these previous
but
iterations, so they still have to like do
That's
that.
true.
I
That's
think like
true.
an issue with
Like
like kryptonite or like how do they know about kryptonite? I feel like that one you can gloss over because kryptonite and now is like just a common household thing to say like what's your
yeah,
kryptonite?
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like
exactly.
that's true.
Exactly. Like
That's true.
it's yeah, yeah. It's like a urban
I meant more
dictionary.
so for
yeah.
me it was more so just like how did Metamorpho know the makeup of kryptonite for him to turn into it?
It
Or
wasn't he
like
didn't know it, bro. It was Lex figured it out because Lex a fucking next level generational hater. And he was stalking this guy for years. He figured that shit out and then told him. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but that means there would have had to been an instance where they used kryptonite and like knew
Oh
the
yeah.
shit was how it
Yeah.
was.
yeah,
Like they do
yeah.
talk about that, don't they? They say that like there's no more
I don't remember
kryptonite
that.
left on Earth.
They do, they do. It's like one brief.
It was a one
It's like
liner.
a one liner, and
Okay.
it's when like Lex is on like a talk show or some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
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 Okay.
How do you
There's
guys
more to
feel
learn
about the
there. But
box
anyways,
office? Personally, I'm
How do you
disappointed
do?
in fans.
um, domestic is 117.
No, so like
What's the?
box office, we get like the worldwide right now total, at least
Oh my
as of
God,
right
are you
now,
serious?
is only you know
378.
How much like did it cost to make the film?
I think it was 200. It
probably
Oh
200.
damn.
was 200 to make the film.
I'm pretty disappointed because like I feel like
I think.
my issue with like particularly with this movie and Thunderbolts not succeeding as well as they should
Yo.
have. My issue right now is I think Marvel fans feel entitled to get like fucking Infinity War level
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
films. Every film
I
that
agree.
drops, they want it to be
Yeah,
fucking Endgame or Infinity War. Because
yeah,
like,
yeah.
let's be fucking honest. What's the real issues with like the Fantastic Four or Thunderbolts? They're so fucking minor. You could go sit down
They're
and watch those movies and enjoy them
they're
thoroughly.
solid movies.
They are
So you
solid
They're
think
movies.
they're better
let me ask you
movies
a
than like
question.
we've had in like the past like 10, 15 movies or something.
Okay, so
Like
pull up like what's another box like another recent
but
Marvel
yeah,
film? Like
before we
pull
move
one up.
off this, it's 200 mil for their budget, and then it's 170 for their marketing on top of that.
Don't pull up Thunderbolts. Pull up a different one.
So they would need to break even. They need like 400 mil essentially.
Like Deadpool Wolverine, that one through nostalgia got a bill.
That okay, yeah, sure. Pull that one up. How much did that make? That probably made a lot.
They would have 100%.
Yeah,
okay.
Like it's, jeez, yeah.
1.3 mil.
And the thing is but that's honestly that's why these movies are kind of disappointing, is because Deadpool and Wolverine was so hardcore into like the nostalgia that like it was not a good movie. Like that was easily a worse movie than Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four. It's just like because they didn't commit enough resources to that movie, like even in terms of just VFX work.
Oh yeah, Brave New World. I was gonna say pull up Brave New World.
Dude, even Brave New World
I
is
don't
just
think it made
like
shit.
it's so bad. That's probably like their worst one. Like,
Well, I actually did not too horribly for.
The thing is, yo, I think
Definitely the
I
expectation
think
is
part of
more,
it
but
part of it is people are just burnt out. People are burnt out about superhero movies,
I don't think
and they
that's
need like
real, man.
they're not burnt out because Superman is doing so well
It's
right
doing
now.
so well.
They're
Superman is
not
different though.
they're not burnt
Superman is
out.
different.
It's
Superman is
because
different.
MCU's just been like mishandling movies like over and over again, that like you have high expectations, you go and you realize you wasted your money, and then also like you know that Disney Plus is gonna have these movies anyways in like a couple
Yeah.
months. So why even waste the time and money, you know?
Yeah, Superman. I think is almost like locked in for 700 mil, like for its
I
Yeah.
think
theatrical
like
run.
okay, now you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like I didn't see all the marketing that I've seen for any Marvel movie has been strictly just
I
ads.
think we're
You know
back.
what I mean? Like it's been
Yeah.
like TikTok ads, YouTube ads, whatever, right? But the marketing for like Superman has been like, yo, they're
Yo,
actually like
crazy.
it's been crazy marketing, right? Like and
Unreal.
I think because anytime I don't like I'm gonna be honest, let's say I'm scrolling on TikTok, right? Or Instagram, whatever the fuck, and I get an ad, I skip the ad regardless of whatever the fuck the ad is. I'm not looking at it because I'm like, I don't give a fuck what
Yeah.
this is. It could be like the greatest ad ever. But I'm not watching because I'm like, what the fuck is this? But when I watch something that's like not an ad, you know what I mean? Like you don't realize it's an ad, then you're like, oh fuck, what is this? You know what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say?
Yeah. No, Superman,
So you
if
think it's a marketing
anything,
issue
I like Superman's
Not Superman.
marketing.
I'm saying marketing issue with the
for
Marvel
Fantastic
films.
Four
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all
Well,
might
well,
in
y'all might
general?
hate me for this, but I
Okay.
think Superman marketing is better than the movie. Superman marketing was crazy, man. Superman marketing is fucking unreal. Like
that's crazy.
the shit
That's
that I've
actually wild.
seen,
That's a wild
yo,
statement.
dude, the interviews with David Cornsweet, the random stuff like him hugging kids and like I don't know, like picking up
Where he's
dogs, like
actually
just like
Superman.
dude, like everything that you see about this guy and like the way they're doing their stuff is just like you have a Lex Luthor like checkmarked account on Twitter
I
that's
don't think that's
like
like. Is that just a fan account or is that like actual like DC back?
I think they actually did it. Like you can go search it. I think they actually did this, and then they just have it like commenting like Lex Luthor
Oh,
hate on like the randomest shit. But even if it's not like them, like just seeing shit like that is just
I guess on the other note, with
like you're not
MCU right
seeing
now,
that,
Fantastic Four,
you
you're
know?
seeing fucking Pedro Pascal,
Yeah,
anxiety memes.
but people are
Yeah.
attacking him. Like
Yeah, because
they're
Why?
more so yeah.
have you
Why are
not
they
seen
attacking him?
this?
No, no. What's
I've
going
When
been
I
on?
seeing
mentioned
it.
earlier
I've
the
been
anxiety memes,
What is the meme? Yeah, I thought
so like
you guys. Well, I thought you were gonna pull it
so like
up. You know what I mean? Like, I was
before I
waiting for it to see it.
before I discount, I might pull this up. We'll see. Before I
Oh my
discount
god.
Pedro Pascal, he could genuinely have anxiety and like whatnot, like mental issues going on. I don't know. I'm not gonna comment on it. I don't know the fucking guy. But like his coping mechanism supposedly is physical contact. So whenever he's been on interviews with like Vanessa Kirby, for example, he's like always touching her. So people have been like,
Oh,
"Yo, this guy's like a fucking weirdo and whatnot," right? Like,
It's like a
hmm.
smear campaign, but the thing is there's like sides to this cuz like he's also been vocal about like Palestine and like the Israel
oh,
conflict.
you think
So
like
it's like so part of it is like they're just like saying shit because he's supporting and like actually talking about something like this. But like, 'cause the thing is like Vanessa Kirby doesn't like she hasn't once shown that like this like she doesn't like this is like something that's like
disgust
wrong or
towards
something
it,
that's like
right? Like, I'm
yeah,
pretty sure
yeah.
in one of the videos she's like
Like
grabbing his hand, like to like be like,
yeah,
"Yo, it's
and
okay" or
she's
something.
very supportive about it. She understands it. So it's like she wouldn't do that if it was actually like that, you know.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, people have been dragging this guy a
So I
bit.
was looking at the budget. So Deadpool and Wolverine has 200 mil for its budget,
Yeah.
and Brand New World also has 180 mil. So it's like these three movies all have comparable budgets, but like Fantastic Four just did so much more with that budget, I guess.
I
Mhm.
think
Mhm.
Spider
But
Man's gonna
maybe
be the next movie that they have that'll hit a bill.
Oh yeah, for sure.
probably,
Spider-Man.
yeah,
Spider-Man's gonna sell just because of Spider-Man. Like
yeah.
Yeah, but like already
that's all
like
they.
the hype behind it in terms of like the suit reveal, the practical effects that everybody's been hyping up, and like the fact that we're seeing the suit in
Yeah.
motion, like
Mhm.
everybody's been like pretty gassed with it. So it's definitely one of those ones. Like yeah, it kind of has that Superman esque hype where everybody was really hyped about Superman except one group.
Nah, every group. Every group. What group are you talking about?
Your group.
There's no group that needs to be mentioned in this podcast, so it doesn't matter.
I was trying to alley oop it for him, you know.
Nah, bro, he's gonna find a way anyways.
Yo,
Yeah,
I
mention
don't,
all
I
the things
don't,
he loves, bro.
I don't need to mention it, man. Somebody will always mention it.
Oh, yeah.
I was just trying to help you
Yeah.
out, keep
I
the
think
streak going.
I think like after a discussion and I'm like thinking more on the film, I think maybe I'd say it's even with Superman. Like my rating
Yeah.
wise.
Yeah. I think it's fair to just have it exactly at the same or slightly above. I don't. It's weird,
Or
man. 'Cause
I still have
Superman's
no,
just
Superman slightly above.
like because here's the thing, man. Like
engineer sucked,
David
bro. Right?
Cornstar's portrayal is like up here, and then
Yeah.
all those guys like their portrayals are high, but they're not up here. Up here, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They're just. It's so hard to like. There's so many good peaks of Superman that like I guess like Fantastic Four doesn't have, but Fantastic Four has just like an overall consistency
I'm
until like
Mhm.
the end, you know.
I don't know. I there's like I still have Superman above. I still want to watch Superman one more time in theaters.
Do a
Yeah,
second
I
watch.
also
Do
do
a
too.
second watch because my second watch was after we recorded that pod,
But
and
even that conversation we
it
had, like
it
there was nothing
dropped,
there that
you know.
like was something that was like out of the blue that like I hadn't seen in the first watch though.
Mhm. Mhm.
The one thing I noticed on my second watch was the over reliance on crypto that Jochik mentioned.
Yeah, it was
Like
crazy, bro. It was crazy.
you honestly like you cut him away. Like it just feels like free puppy points, and I didn't like that. Like when you actually like look at some of the best parts of the movie, it's with crypto in it. You know, like besides like the interview, like there are like like a handful, but it's like crypto is a good chunk of the movie, and like a lot of people love the movie because of crypto,
Mhm.
and it almost like stole the show from Superman, in my opinion. Like at
And that's what I was
Maybe in the
saying.
second
That's
watch. I
what I
don't know.
was
I
saying.
don't.
yeah, no, it is,
Yeah.
and like the thing is when you said it, like I kind of felt it, but I was just like I honestly just loved crypto and Superman's dynamic so much that like it didn't really matter to me as much. But then when I watched it the second time, I was like, oh, now I see what you're saying. You know,
Mhm.
yeah. I want to do fantastic. I want to do another watch for Fantastic Four, but like it'll be on
Has
Disney Plus. So
yeah. Has any of this I know Jacek, you mentioned now that um you kind of have them at equal.
Yeah, like
What's the rating though? Like out of 10, did it change? Like your rating out of 10, or are you just bringing
I think
Superman
I
down to the same level?
I think they're both well, I really like the space aspect of Fantastic Four like a lot. Like the way when they're in the wormhole and Johnny's like shooting and the lasers are like bending and shit. That was
Mm-hmm.
sick. Like that was so sick, right? And then obviously Superman had his good moments too. I think they're both like I think it's a 7.2, both of them.
So your Fantastic Four rating went up, right? You started at a 7.
7, yeah. And then Superman rating basically the same.
honestly,
Jugs.
I hate to say it, man. I think I'm gonna keep Fantastic Four at an 8, but my Superman rating is a 7.7. I think I do have
Okay.
Fantastic Four higher just because when I think about the two best moments of both films,
Hmm.
for me it's the Clark and Lois interview, which
Mm-hmm.
is
Yeah.
like just like 10 out of 10 for me. But then on the other flip side, like it's the whole space adventure for Fantastic Four, and honestly, like that space adventure I think was a longer sequence, and I think like there's way more happening with that, and just like the visuals, like it was just more stunning in that sense that like
Wasn't the Superman Lois scene like 20 minutes?
it was like 12 minutes.
Oh,
What
But I
about the
think
Mr. Terrific scene?
I don't know how long that space
which
adventure
one?
scene
Oh,
scene was, but
You know
like,
the Mr. Terrific scene where you just
oh,
popping him
that
off.
was that was
That
probably
that's
sequence
like
pretty
is
that was
sick.
fast.
probably like 3-4 minutes. That was
Yeah.
Yeah, but
fast.
that was
Yeah,
a sick sequence.
it was. Yeah, yeah. I didn't know their interview was 12 minutes. Like that's an insane runtime on that. Like I was just so like involved with that interview.
It's pretty
Hmm.
good.
Yo, man,
Wait,
I remember I brought
your
up some
Fantastic Four rating is still 8? Sorry.
He
Yeah,
said it's,
yeah.
I
I'm
think it's
not.
higher
I'm
than
not.
Superman. He said it's higher than Superman now.
I think it's high. Yeah, it is higher than Superman. I like also have love for the Superman thing, but like it's the stuff that Jochik brought up really like stuck in my head on the second watch, and I think like if I have a second watch for Fantastic Four, I'll know a little bit better as well. But
Hmm.
the things that we've said
I'm
for Fantastic Four were like issues that I kind of already knew were there, but it's just like I just love the vibes so much with like, what they were doing because you don't really see stuff like that in MCU, and it's such a good, I guess, new leaf with that and Thunderbolts. And I still have
Hmm.
Thunderbolts over both. Thunderbolts is a better movie than both movies, in my opinion.
Yeah, I haven't seen Thunderbolt, so
Hmm. I think it's on Disney Plus now, so you can probably check it out. I believe.
okay,
Where
Yeah,
would
it's
word.
you
on
have
Disney Plus.
Thunderbolts in comparison?
Me?
Yeah,
I have it below all three.
all three.
Yeah.
It's the worst
Like
one. Shit.
it's I'm
Yeah.
keeping at the moment I'm keeping Superman at that 8.5, 8.7 range, whatever I
Yeah.
think it was around there that I gave it. I'm keeping Fantastic 4 at that 8.3, and then Thunderbolts I have it like an 8.
Okay. That's pretty close. That's actually not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I haven't like so Superman 7.7, Fantastic Four is an 8, and then I have Thunderbolts at an 8.5. Because they're like in the same way that like because Thunderbolts is solid the whole way through, besides like having characters you care about, um the final act, like the- it's anticlimactic in the same way that Fantastic Four is. But Fantastic Four, I feel like is worse because like at least with Thunderbolts, you don't really care about them, you don't know what to expect, and it's like it just works. Especially with like the type of story they were giving, it just works. And then with Fantastic Four, it's like you expected like all this, and then they just fell short of what you expected.
I don't think it's an expectation thing with Fantastic Four. I think it was just wrong villain, to be honest, or like at least wrong
Yeah.
execution of that villain's like defeat.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, they didn't even defeat him. They just
Delayed
Would you
the
not say that?
moved him away.
Would you not say that's expectations though, from like the way that we're saying like they should have lost or they should have done like combos or like been more involved. Like I think it's the expectations we had for this villain because it's such a big villain. Like you,
Well, no, what they could have done instead, they could have had because here's this thing that I meant to mention early on is they asked the Silver Surfer, "How did you choose this planet?" No
yeah,
response, no answer. You don't get an answer or anything, right?
yeah,
And all they would have had to do was all four of them fight fight the Silver Surfer to deter her. And that would have just delayed Galactus, or it would have just been like, "Oh yeah, she's going to a different planet now," right? That would have been another like workaround
yeah.
because like what was the reason of introducing Galactus in this film? What was the purpose?
I don't know.
There was none. You know what I mean? Like
Well,
other than
besides
New
trying to
having,
villain.
hype up Franklin and be like, "Yo, Franklin's a monster and shit."
Yeah, that was it.
Like that was it. There was no like
the
unless
pump
he
up.
comes
Yeah.
back in a later film, you literally could have had any villain in this film
Yeah.
and it would have served the same purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what if we see Franklin turn into a villain, and that'd be such a great like trajectory for his character.
Right, but what
10
in this
years from
so
now.
what moment in this movie would turn him into a villain?
Not
The
just
fact
this
that they
movie.
tried to
Like
sacrifice him at the end. Not really. They tried to pump
No,
things
they
no,
up
no,
bait
but
it
and
like
they
was
but
used
the
bait.
him as
way
a
It
but the
pawn.
was
way
bait.
but the way
That's fine.
Galactus said like he has cosmic energy, infinite energy, whatever, to like take
Be
his
his successor or
position
whatever, yeah.
essentially.
Mhm.
Like, what if we do see him become the next Galactus? You know,
Shit.
and like that'd be a cool way to like continue the character of Galactus, but now have
Mhm.
it with Franklin, have him be the villain, and now the stakes are even higher because Franklin's like a freaking beast, and now let's see like how they handle it
Right,
all.
they're not gonna take him out. All that's gonna happen there is he's gonna be a villain, and they probably he's gonna be too strong because he's fucking Franklin. He's causing powers. What MCU character is gonna be able to take him? Other than maybe
They can introduce stuff and like
and
scale
like
to that
scale him
by the time
up.
it
But
gets
then it's
there.
like in like what's her name? Sue. Like either like at that point Sue has to be dead, or she's just gonna be like, "Yo, you're my son. Be good." And he's like, "Yeah, I am your son. I am good."
But
Like it's gonna
it'll
be
be like an
shit like that,
eventual
bro.
it'll be an eventual thing because that's I feel like that's something that MCU hasn't done is gives turn somebody gradually into a villain over the course of like
So
multiple films.
so I think what they're gonna do is do you know Malice?
No, I've heard.
If you Justin, you want to pull up Sue Storm Malice? It's
Yeah,
like an evil version of Sue.
yeah.
And the
I don't know
actress
anything
who
about her
plays
though.
Sue, Jessica
Oh,
Kirby,
she's
right?
like said that she wants to play Malice as
Vanessa
well.
Kirby.
Vanessa Kirby. She has interest in playing the Malice version of Sue. So we could see this, like an
Uh,
evil version of Sue, and this could be a slow progression.
okay, but what would that mean for the current Fantastic Four? Like, you think after Secret Wars it changes all this?
I don't know. I'm just saying it's a potential like it's
Double
potentially
role?
like yeah, or it's kind of like low-key rehashing Wanda turning evil.
Oh, okay. I was thinking like Jean Grey, like Phoenix type of vibes.
Yeah, like any one of them, like they all
Yeah.
like
Similar.
yeah. You guys have any final thoughts or concern
I
anything?
think it's a good movie. I think more people need to appreciate the movie, like it is,
And watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and watch it because like
Like,
I know that understanding with like almost every movie nowadays is like okay, you can wait because it's gonna come out in streaming in however many
Yeah.
days, right?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But like to see like a good movie that probably should be making probably like on par to like Superman at least.
Mm-hmm.
Like yo, it
Mm-hmm.
had like an 80% drop from Friday to Friday, and then a weekend drop was a 67%, which like you want usually around like a 50% drop
Yeah.
week to
Yeah.
week,
Yeah.
not a 67. So like
Mm-hmm.
that was pretty fucking big. Like that means that at least for right now, it was really front loaded. Like that, what we're seeing in their box office was front loaded, while Superman's been
Mm-hmm.
like consistently like the same shit.
I think they're can you check Thunderbolts box office real quick? Because I think part of it is their marketing. Because as soon as the movie came out, I stopped seeing marketing for the movie. Whereas Thunderbolts, as like the week was like progressing, they changed their name from Thunderbolts to the New Avengers, which is like really cool. At least they like held on and started doing more. Oh, they're also low.
It's also low.
And but the thing is, they did 380 for a no name cast, where you have Fantastic Four that's like people know about
But this is
Fantastic Four,
like
and it's
this is the whole Thunderbolts run. Fantastic Four is only
yeah.
week 3, I think. Or yeah, this
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
weekend will
mean,
be week 3,
but
right?
the shelf
Well,
life of these
second week,
movies is
no?
like a month though.
No, no, no. It's definitely third. This weekend will be third week, I believe.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
but I'm
Right.
saying
You're
like
right. You're right.
the shelf life of like some of these movies is really only a month, and then after that, it's like out of theaters or it's like already slated for digital release. So
Exactly though. That's what I'm saying. Like at least like I don't think Superman or Fantastic Four. I don't think either of them have announced um like a streaming or digital release just yet. So like
yeah,
Superman, it makes sense why it's like every week, every day, it's like continually pumping. Like people are going to go watch it
yeah,
because
as they should.
with Fantastic Four, you're not having that. People aren't going to go
Mhm.
watch
Yeah.
it, but I feel like people
Um,
should
Mhm.
be going to watch it.
No,
just
they
comp-
should. Yeah.
just comparing like because Fantastic Four is the start of Phase 6,
Yeah.
and just looking at Phase 5, we have Ant-Man, Quantumania,
Hmm.
Thunderbolts. We have Daredevil, Born Again, Deadpool and Wolverine, Guardians 3, The Marvels, that Captain America movie. Then you have Echo, Ironheart, Secret Invasion, Agatha All Along, and Loki, like season 2, I think. But
Mostly
Even this,
TV
like when we
shows.
look at this, we see Phase One being
it's mainly all TV series, and like Thunderbolts and Guardians 3 was great. And then besides that, like the rest of the movies, like The Marvels, Brand New World, Deadpool and Wolverine, and Quantumania, are they're not that good. Like
But
they just
I think what they should be doing is
Brand New
like
World wasn't that bad. No, I'm gonna put that out there. It wasn't as bad as people are making it out to be. Or
they're
sorry, a Brave New
th-
World or whatever the fuck it's called.
Brave New World and Deadpool and Wolverine, I have around the same, and the Marvels, they're all around the same in terms of quality. Like I would put them
You
in the sevens, maybe sixes, depending on like if I like go back and rewatch it and like you know,
you
I think
pull up. Go ahead, Joe. Sorry.
I was gonna say Quantum Mania is just like
Yeah, we don't
kind
have
of in the
one.
gutter. Like,
Can you Jasmine, can you pull up the player base for Marvel Rivals?
What
oh
does this
shit.
have to do with
Yo, what the
anything?
fuck is this? Yo, what the hell is
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold
this?
on.
Yo,
Basically,
don't
my
tell me you
this is
want to
my
see some Luna Snow shit, bro.
no my
Where the fuck are
what I
we
was
going?
gonna say was they have like low key characters in Rivals,
Okay.
right? And if they keep introducing low key characters, then it kind of builds like, oh yeah, these people know these characters from this, and
So
then
we
they
can
can
introduce
eventually
them in
just
movies.
exactly like they have Squirrel Girl. I was saying Luna Snow, right? They have like characters that people just don't know, but then you play the game and you figure out this character, and now you're like,
Yeah.
okay, now we and because it's like a growing game, right? And it's like
Yeah.
free. That like eventually you're gonna have like you can release a movie and like just do marketing through that, right? Because like Fantastic Four, for example, when the movie came out in the game, they did marketing and they released like specific
Skins
skins
or
Yeah.
whatever,
to
yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like similar to Fortnite, what Fortnite does, right?
Fortnite
So
does it with
Yeah.
Superman. That's what Superman's marketing was.
Oh yeah.
yeah, exactly. Which was just smart because every like I mean, Fortnite's so massive that you should be marketing through
Also,
Fortnite, like always.
honestly, the Superman popcorn buckets were way better than the Fantastic Four ones.
Well, they had the giant Galactus head.
That's actually pretty
That was
sick.
okay. That was cool. That was cool. But like overall, like, cause we not every theater gets to see that.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
like, I saw the one that we had in our theaters was like the four layers of different powers, and it's like made out of plastic instead of being made out of metal. So it's kind of just the quality's not really there yet. They're still charging that higher price point.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
I don't know. It's a disappointing time to be a movie fan in terms of,
a Marvel fan,
I
a
guess, a
comic
Marvel
fan.
fan. But like I think box office in general right now isn't where it used to be
It's not
since like
that hot.
COVID. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
Honestly,
bad
like
for
some of
us
these,
Marvel fans.
it's also like some of these movies, like a Marvel movie in IMAX is like it's hard to justify that purchase of like 23-25 bucks for a
Well, it's not
movie
like they're
ticket.
like specifically shooting the movie to be like IMAX and like blah blah blah. It's just like most of their movies are scaled to be IMAX or some shit,
Mhm. Mhm.
right?
Okay,
And it's
I
not
thought
like
with
they have
Fantastic
like
Four they actually
crazy
like
cinematography or something going
no,
on.
that's what I'm saying. Like when you like announce a movie for IMAX, like they're obviously having to pay for that like retail space in
Mm-hmm.
Cineplex or whatever to actually like have that,
Yeah.
and that's taking away from like if they had just put the screen like just regular screens and like had the double viewings in there instead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that IMAX, like you are gonna get people that want to see it like probably like that first week, and then after that, like there is gonna be a drop off in terms of like who's actually gonna watch it in IMAX, and then
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
think you have that transition from IMAX like out of IMAX after the first 2 weeks or something.
I think that normally happens though. I think IMAX screens usually
Yeah.
get cut after like the first or second week,
Okay,
unless they're paying for it consistently.
I have no idea.
There's so many movies that are coming out. It just kind of makes sense that like they would have lost
Yeah, like
those screens.
something's always taking the spot, right?
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um,
Any more
I don't
thoughts on
have
the movie?
I don't have much else to say. I'm excited about Weapons coming out.
Yeah, that comes
Oh
out
yeah,
next week.
same. It's already out.
Today's Thursday. Yeah, it came
Yeah,
out today.
Yo,
it's already out. It's
so
already out.
so Fantastic Four is still in IMAX from what I'm seeing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Damn. So
Yeah.
they're just not selling tickets.
Even next week it's in. Oh no, okay, no, next week there it's not in IMAX anymore.
Wait, but which IMAX? You gotta pick like the 70 mil theater.
Oh yeah. You're right. It's still in IMAX for that one too.
Damn. I mean, third week.
It's still in IMAX for it next week too, I think.
Damn.
Let me double check. Let me double check.
Superman lost that shit in a week.
No. Let me no.
2 weeks, I guess.
No. On the 14th it goes away. Let me check. I gotta like go day by day. Okay, no, it loses IMAX after this week, like this weekend. Yeah, 3 weeks. That's actually
That's not
that's
bad.
pretty
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
just not selling tickets, and
Nothing else to say. If you guys have nothing
Yeah,
else to say,
man.
I think
No,
that's
I
the
have
end of
nothing
our
else to
pod.
say.
I got nothing else to say. I think it's a solid movie.
All right.
Beer over.
That's the end of our pod. That's the end of our pod. If you liked what we had to say, comment. If you didn't like what we had to say, still comment. We'll debate you in the comments.
There'll be one person
comment,
debating.
subscribe. Yeah, just what it's gonna be me. I'm gonna be arguing against myself. But
We'll also respond with a video, depending on what type of thoughts you have.
yeah. It'll just be like a short
Just
reel or
judging
something.
though. Just judging.
Yeah. Anyways, comment, subscribe. We're getting back into it, we're slowly releasing stuff. So this one, maybe next week we'll come out with something else, Who knows, right?
Stay tuned.
Stay on your
Uh
toes.
yeah, stay on your toes. Instagram coming never, TikTok and Twitter will be in our bio. And thank you guys for watching.
Peace.
Peace.